Joining us now is candidate for the 13th City Council District, Victor Ortiz. Welcome, bienvenido.
Bienvenido.
Nice to meet you, Victor.
Nice to meet you.
Victor, let's start right away. What is your connection to District 13?
Well, about 5 years ago, I was a first-time homeowner, and I was able to purchase a house near Throsneck. And I was a single father of 2 children, and I was able to live the American dream and come and live in the borough that I love, which is the Bronx, and Throsneck, which is an amazing place to live.
I know that you have a history of activism and community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. In 1988, I built the first skate park. It was an anti-drug environment, and the Parks Department gave us a free skate park. And I built a BMX program, and now we have about 14, 15 skate parks throughout the New York City area, and it's expanding and growing.
I know you also have a lot of history with the HIV community.
Yes. Well, I helped open up the first HIV hospital called Casa Promesa in 1992, 93. And I was able to help service the people that were suffering with HIV/AIDS at the time. It was a wonderful, magnificent experience after college.
What kind of work do you do these days?
I'm a tenured teacher, but I'm substituting in Stamford, Connecticut. Looking to substitute, continue working with children, but I want to get back into the community that I love the most, which is the Bronx, and do politics behind the scenes or in front of the scenes, whichever way. I just want to serve my community.
Now, that's very interesting, because someone who has probably more than 20 years of community activism history, and also someone who works as a teacher, why would you want to run for elected office?
Well, in 1988, I went to Lehman College, and I didn't know what I was going to study, but because I was working with the BMX community, I thought social services, was a great field. And then I interned with Roberto Ramirez, Congressman Serrano, and that kind of lit a fire inside of me that, here were leaders, big leaders in the community, old school Democratic leaders, and I wanted to be part of that process to help the community, like what I was doing with BMX. But I wanted to transition all that hard work and energy that I was doing with BMX into the community.
What would you say are some of the challenges faced by District 13 these days?
Well, taxes, the middle class.
There's a lot of home ownership in this area. I used to live there.
Yes, absolutely. The middle class, the people that live in the neighborhood, the mothers and the fathers that are working, the grandparents that have worked and built that community up, and now it's in destruction. It's in disarray. The educational system is destroyed. I mean, look at Lehman College. We have five high schools in one. Look at Columbus High School, another 5 high schools in there, and it's just being destroyed.
So you're talking about overdevelopment, overcrowding, infrastructure?
I think lack of responsibility by the new Democrats. I think we need to go back to our old school blue dog democratic ways of doing things and preserving and improving the community. I think the new school Democrats are pretty much destroying the neighborhood and selling the neighborhood out.
In terms of taxation and home ownership, what can be done to stop these crises that you talk about?
Well, as far as taxes, there's 3 ways of taxing people in the Bronx. The rate is capped, but if you raise the increase of the value of the house, that automatically raises the taxes. So I want to explore the possibility of capping that too. Because, a $150,000 house now worth $375, the taxes are way up. And so it's hurting the working class people, the people that we've forgotten about.
How about economic development in the district? Because it is a district that has seen major development and transformation in the last probably 15 years.
Well, absolutely. We have new malls, but those new malls have provided a detrimental effect in the community and the local businesses. I mean, East Tremont is suffering right now. There's maybe 2 business owners leaving in every neighborhood of the block. I mean, I count about 15 stores that are empty. And so East Tremont is hurting. Allenton is hurting. Other parts of the community are hurting.
Anything you have in mind, if elected, to do in terms of small businesses and development?
Well, we were exploring the possibility of a bid program to maybe provide a tax to help restart the businesses there. But it's an uphill battle, and it's difficult, it's complicated. It has to be networked with the community board, the neighbors, the people that live in the neighborhood. Everybody has to get involved to rebuild and to restart the community again.
A lot of people in the neighborhood work actually in law enforcement, so it's a community that has a huge tradition. So in terms of public policy and public safety and policing, where are you on those issues as well?
Well, we're understaffed at the police department, especially at the 4th, 5th. I believe that we need more police officers patrolling the beat and walking around the neighborhood. And we need special details running in and out of the communities, because there's a big drug epidemic evolving in City Island, in Throsneck. The opioids, the oxycodone epidemic has hit hard. And I'm an anti-drug person. My whole team, the Rad Dogs, were all about anti-drugs. And now we have it in our backyards. And we need more policing. We definitely need to increase the budget. And if I'm city council, I'm going to push to have our policing grow.
Talking a little bit about education, I know you mentioned Lehman High School and other high schools within the district, but what are some of your views there if elected?
Well, I would like to bring back the drama, the musical programs, the recreational programs. We've destroyed the Bronx when it comes to arts and culture. We've destroyed the Bronx in every way as far as the educational system. It is a sad state when you go into the New York City education system and you see what's going on. The kids are not getting the training, the skills. I mean, we had auto shop, we had auto mechanics, we had computer science, we had music, we had drama. When I grew up, we had all these programs, and the New Democrats have sold it out. I mean, Mr. Cabrera had $75,000 to buy 5 new computers, new state-of-the-art music. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I had $75,000 in my budget, I would buy new trombones, saxophones. Let's bring music to what really it is, and bring it to the 21st century.
You keep talking about the old Democrats and the new Democrats. Can you tell me how is that? What's the issue there? What's causing the conflict or the difference?
Well, I think the new Democrats are selling out the neighborhood, selling out the community.
In what way, you'd say?
Well, you see all the developers coming in, giving hundreds of thousands of dollars to people that are running a city council. I'm not going to name them. We know who they are. They got close to $1 million of money from developers, the top 2 candidates that are in the 13th district. And that's a sad state. And it looks like they're the front runners. Unfortunately, we sold out the community. The Bronx County Community Democratic County has sold out the neighborhood. The borough president has sold out the neighborhood. We need to bring back the Bronx to what it was, to the working people, to the middle class. And let's stop selling the neighborhood out.
In your point of view, is that reversible?
Absolutely. It starts here at the 13th district. The 13th district has very powerful people that are willing to move forward, that are willing to work hard to make a change. We need a new Bronx Democratic County Committee person. We need a new borough president. We need term limits at the state, federal, and local levels. The sewer system here is clogged up, and we need to unclog it, and we need to flush them straight out into the Long Island Sound and into the Atlantic.
Thank you, Victor, for joining us this afternoon.
Muchísimas gracias.
Muchísimas gracias.
Everybody.
Thank
you very much.
Nice to meet you. Good luck in the primary.
Thank you.
We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back.